Summer had came to the island of Sodor, and all the engines were hard at work. It was the busiest time on Sodor, with tourists all over the world coming to this beautiful seaside. One morning, Thomas was at Nafford Station. He was just about to leave the station when Sir Topham Hatt walked up to Thomas. "Good morning, Thomas," said the Fat Controller. "I have a very special job for you today, and I was wondering if you would be the one to take it." Thomas was excited to hear this. He loved to do special jobs because it made him feel really useful. "What's the special job, sir?" Thomas asked cheerfully. "The special job is to take the children down to the seaside," Sir Topham Hatt announced. "Do you think you can do it?" "Oh yes, please," Thomas said with a big smile on his face. The Fat Controller smiled. "That's a good engine," the Fat Controller remarked. "Run along now, Thomas. The children are waiting for you." And off Thomas went with Annie and Clarabelle. Thomas puffed down the line, still with a smile on his face. It was going to be an exciting job for him. When he arrived at the station, he saw the kids on the platform. They too were happy as well. "Beep beep," said Thomas. "Good afternoon." The kids were happy to see Thomas, but weirdly, they seemed to be chuckling to themselves. Thomas saw this and began to grow worried. "What is so funny?" Thomas asked. The kids stopped laughing, but still they smiled. "We just thought up of something fun we could do while we head down to the beach," replied the young girl. "Wouldn't it be fun if we zoomed down the rails? We could have the thrill of a lifetime," a young boy remarked. This only made Thomas even more weary. "Race down the lines?" Thomas asked, very concerned. "I'm not allowed to race down the lines anymore. What would Sir Topham Hatt say?" "Sir Topham Hatt will never know," the girl responded. "Besides, it will be like racing with Bertie the Bus." Suddenly, the kids started to chant, "Come on, Thomas," over and over again. Thomas didn't want to race down the line and ignore Sir Topham Hatt's orders, but he didn't want to disappoint the children. Finally, Thomas gave in. "Oh, all right," said Thomas. "You've bent my funnel. Let's have some fun." And as if by magic, the kids started to celebrate all at once. While Thomas was glad that he made the kids happy, he had an awful feeling in his boiler about this. Thomas roared down the line, the wind brushing in his cab and boiler as he raced down the line at high speeds he had never gone before. He reached past Gordon, nearly colliding head-on. "Slow down, Thomas!" Gordon shouted at Thomas. But Thomas didn't respond. He had never had this much fun in his life. He continued to go faster down the line. Then there was trouble. Down the line, Bertie was stuck on the crossing after his engine gave out. He felt miserable as now he was running late. Just then, he heard Thomas's whistle in the distance. "Oh no!" Bertie shouted in horror. Thomas was just rounding a bend when he saw Bertie on the tracks. "Look out!" Thomas shouted. His driver applied the brakes, but it was too late.
Bertie! Please go! Please! Come on, you did it again! Please go! Not like this! What have I done? What have I done?